Hi, my name is Amir Manzoor. I am here to present my assessment 2 for EDU 434. This is the table of content for my assessment. It is important to have the significance of collaborative partnerships in early childhood education and the way it facilitates the learning and how it can be respectful. Basically, it communicates with families in a relevant way and feeling children better connected among educators, families, and communities as well, so that it can improve the growth of children and having the connectivity between the home and learning centers as well. It has the development factor of collaborative partnerships with families as well as in a way where children they feel better and having the different kind of belonging factors as well. So it has the strength and the other factor of diversity with every child and with their families as well. When it comes to the EYLF framework version 2, it has the importance in supporting the children growth with different other aspects like belonging, becoming, and being as well. These frameworks they have very important aspects in the quality as well as the community-based learning platforms. When we talk about the framework, it has the national quality standards, which is NQS. It makes sure that the service offers they have a very quality and other environment as well, so which can promote the well-being as well as the development. So when it comes to the regulation, it has been regulated by the Australian Children Education and Care Quality Authority, which is ACEQA 2024. So it provides the national quality of the early childhood. This area it has the importance of and it also highlighted how it can be respectful and having the relationship with the other families and engagement with community in order to get the outcome of children and it has very few elements like 6.1 6.2 follows by the 6.3. It has very important factor which can establish a relationship between the different communities and organizations, which can also convey important information about the progress and servicing of planning in the future and decision making as well. So it can be a continue learning between the home and learning environment. This is the table of 2018 National Quality Standard, which has very few element, which starts with sportive relationships, followed by the engagement and then parent views, which is then followed by families, collaborative partnerships, and it has a community engagement at the very end. So it says that when the information is available to the families about different kinds of services as well as the community services, which can be very supportive part parenting and family being. So it can be very helpful in decision making about their children learning as well as their well-being. So when it comes to the partnership, it can be a very supportive partnership between children access and it can be inclusion with the participation in program. So EYLF version 2.0, it has the very important information with the very few fundamental principles such as practices and learning outcomes, which include with the inclusion of national curriculum framework. It has a collaborative partnership with families, intentional teaching, and diversity with collaborative leadership, which can be the connects of building trust, quality, equity, and shared responsibilities among educators. LY, EYLF, it has the significance of belonging, community participation, and cultural inclusion as well. You can see there are the elements of EYLF, which is belonging, being, and becoming. So, children's learning development and well-being, it has learning principles, practices, integration of frameworks. When it comes to the integration, it has the practice which is aligned with effective partnerships, and educators make sure that children they enjoy and community continuity, inclusion, and sport, which are some of the integrants of lifetime learning and historic growth. Advantages of the engaging families and communities. We have a very good sense of common property in child learning process, which has the trust factors with the agency that can involve every child and their inclusion to a learning community. It has a important aspect in the production of knowledge and practice that can promote the development of the capacities of each child. It is also important to know that the how beneficial it can be to have the learning environment, because the interaction with the local communities such as the libraries are mostly regulated with and motivated, as well as when it comes to the learning engagement. So it has the very good relationship which can strengthen the social capital, as well as the other important aspects among childrens, which can have very important factor in their future well-being as well. So plan to establish and good important and inclusive partnerships among the childrens. It is important to know how the observance of different culture events with during different kinds of meetings, newsletters, as an open and two-way communication. So it involves the digital platforms such as Storypark, or which has the transparency and the continuous dialogues between the educators and the other the stakeholders in this regard. When it comes to the learning aspects of the children's at home, their interest and their culture as well. So it can be a good decision making procedure which can like have a very good understanding of mutual trust and strengthens the nation of the families and co-educators in the learning experience of child. The other important point of this assessment is the impact of collaboration on the understanding and development of well-being of children. It has for few reports that can be the very good understanding how this partnership can support cultural and the diversity among children's. The collaboration of educators and families, it provides the children with a sense of continuity, easier transitions. With collaborative partnership, it has a very good and positive impact on the emotional and social development in children. It makes sure that all the children they feel important, they have very good respectful and inclusive partnership, as it is very key to the easy practices. It also can be not only in the learning environment but also the outsider effect as well. Successful community partnerships. When we talk about this point, we can say that these kind of collaborations, they can give the children a more chance to get more kind of exposure, as well as the learning and reading the different materials with extensive language. So it can have the association, very good association with their cultural knowledge as well, like just like local aboriginal stories. So this has a very communication with the associations, educators, and community texts, as well as their voices to their programs. So which has the NQS QS advances. Health clinics and early intervention services. These kind of collaborations they have they are also very crucial, because they can foster the well-being of children's early detection of needs, which invites the specialists to centers. Children they are very sensitive to their well-being, and they can be very crucial to respond to NQS QA with the local health services material and child health speech therapy. Aboriginals, elders, and local cultural groups. Mm, It can be very important to understand this aspect, because it can assist in enhancing Aboriginals and Torres Strait Islanders perspectives into practices. It usually make invitations to Aboriginals elders and their cultural practices with songs, language, stories as with their children, It is also very crucial because it also highlighted the importance and the fulfills of NQS QA6 by other local knowledge into program and enhancing the relationship with the communities. Parent volunteers and multicultural centers. When it comes to this point, we can say that the cultural backgrounds as well as the families, they has an opportunity to learn and reflect on each other. What are their understanding so that it can support EYLF outcome too. These community centers or the parent volunteers with the varied cultural backgrounds, it has a communication which can organize the cultural festivals, and their connection. They have a connection with with contribution to the world, which can be reflected by SQA6. So it can be a very good for both families as well as children, so that they can have the mutual understanding. Practices of this assessment, it has a learning framework EYLF2 when with the learning of children to make most very good decisions and planning, and can enhance the outcomes as well. So it has a process, mutual process that considers the professionalism, wisdom of the educators, and the profound knowledge of the families with their children. It also strengthens the abilities, which can be a regulation like the assessment of entire child. So NQS Quality Area 1, it has a program and with following practices, having effective assessment, which can make sure to have the knowledge of families about their children interest. It has a digital tool such as Story Park or Seesaw that can have the very good observation plan at home and start learning objective with teachers technologies. So when it comes to the home languages and interests, it also enables the educators or have the more valuable interactions with children in different situations. It also strengthens partnership, but also it consolidate the VLF value. So it can be taken seriously by the documentation and the planning, so that they can feel they are involved, such as the partnerships partners in learning the process of child. So it has a shared analysis strengths between the different communities in EC communities, ensuring that the growth of every child is a good system of seriously by the documentation, as well as they have a good planning. So they are very so they have a sense of involvement in equal partners in learning the process of child. It also has the cultural responsive practices as well. When it comes to the conclusion part of my assessment, we can say that these kind of partnership, they has a very good extension of classroom. It doesn't only restricted to the local or the actual environment, but also has a very good connection with the particular experience of child. But also it has a very good allocation of the children to involve their families to the different aspects, like so that it has a very good fully participation in this kind of education. So families and the different communities, organizations, they have shared responsibilities to all children to study and have the connection to the teachers, as well as the local health and cultural services, which can care about in other words, it can be say that all the children, despite their background, they must be very they must be feeling very good and the welcoming about their present as well as the future prospect. So these kind of associations, it has very good shared responsibilities to all the children to study and grow in and thrive their connection with teachers, families, and different kinds of the stakeholders. Quality early education and care, ECEC, it has a foundation on the principle of partnership as well. So it has a very good development of the different aspects, like learning context, and improves the outcome of EYLF with the NQS standards, as well as it has a meaningful and the good cooperation among the communities. It can have very good and it can lead the confident and competent students as well. So the principles of inclusion, equity, and belonging, they can be upheld, or in other words, they all children, they have a very good background, and they should be practices among the different agencies as well. So these kind of interactions they developed, they have a very good developmental through the collaborations. It can they give you a very good proportion of the community connection, confidence, and all these kind of the positive factors, which are very crucial in maintaining a very good understanding between the children and the other environmental factors as well. So in this way, we can say that the these kind of they it has a very good foundation, with every child having the future aspects in towards a very good future learning process, which is as crucial as the other factors which we have already discussed in this assessment, and other factors as well. So this is the reference part of my assessment, and you can say that all you can see all the references which have been used in this assessment. So this is all from this assessment. Thank you.